Hey everybody. Ooh, how y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. If y'all can't hear me, please let me know. And please excuse the little neighbor kids outside. I gotta put my lip gloss on, y'all. Y'all know I gotta put my lip gloss on. Please excuse the little neighbor kids outside. They having some kind of I don't know, I guess they playing hide and seek. Because it was nice today. So hey, how's everybody doing? I'm doing good. Welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. And of course, I am Kiki, your host. Let me tell you a little bit about myself so for the people who don't know who I am. Again, my name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. I am from Ohio. My professional background is in education, it's in local government, and it's in nonprofit management. My background in research is in social science research. I'm a social scientist and I do ethnography. That's my specialty. And that's a form of research where you go live amongst the culture and you learn things from the people. But for this study, I did a qualitative analysis. Okay. So I have research experience on a professional level and also in graduate school. In graduate school, I was a graduate research assistant. I also, in undergraduate school, I won a scholarship to do a cultural immersion program that was located in Cameroon, West Africa. I also worked for the government while I was in Cameroon, West Africa. I worked for the Kumba Urban Council. So I'm very familiar with local government management in Africa. And let's see, I've traveled to the continent of Africa 8 times. I've been to Cameroon once, I've been to Nigeria 7 times, and I've been to the Gambia once. I have family and I have friends who are also located in the Gambia. So that's why I'm interested in this subject. I'm interested in this subject for like two perspectives, from my background in history. And I'm also interested, because I have family there and I plan on, living there for a while. Okay. So, what's our topic tonight? Our topic tonight is Prince Phoenix Rain and Dusty Travel with TAYTAY are the definition of a sellout. Now, before we go any further, we have to define those terms, okay? Because a lot of people think sellout means different things to different people, okay? So that's why you have to define your terms. What are you talking about when you say sellout? So when I say sellout, I mean a sellout is a person who betrays something to which she is said to owe allegiance. Okay. So a sellout is somebody who betrays something which she is said to owe allegiance. So the indentured servant, Phoenix Rain, and Dusty Travel with TAYTAY, they owe allegiance to the Black race of women. They owe their allegiance to us. They owe their allegiance to the Black race. What they're doing is not showing allegiance to Black women. It's not showing allegiance to the Black race. They are the definition, the pure definition of a sellout. Okay, from what I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing, from in my professional opinion, from what I've researched through the years of all these Black people who are sellouts. These people are sellouts. They're making us look like a fool. They're betraying us. They're betraying our race. They're betraying our history. They're betraying what we stand for. And that's truly what a sellout does. It makes us look like clowns to everybody. They make us look illiterate. They make us look ridiculous. They make us look like whores. They make us look like we pay $1,000 for sex. These are sellouts. That's what these people are. They're betraying us. They're betraying us. While everybody's sitting back laughing, we're being betrayed as a people. We're being betrayed as Black women. When they sit up and want to talk about a sisterhood, and the African American sisterhood, we raise young men to be men. We don't pay them for sex. We don't pay them for sex. We don't do that because we know they need the money and we know we got a little bit of change. So I'm going to exploit these young Black men just like the Europeans do. That's a sellout. That's a sellout. Phoenix, the Dusty, Phoenix and the indentured servant, she went over there and completely lied, hooked up with these people she didn't even know from Great Britain. Do they still call it that? I don't even know if they still call it that. England. Hooked up with them, hooked up with Molly Morris. He's a snake of a snake. Woo, Lord Jesus. And y'all, whenever y'all hear me say that, that means it's too much to take. This is a snake of a snake, the Molly Morris man, okay? Well, I didn't even know he was involved until today. But I had a feeling because she kept Phoenix, the indentured servant, kept running up there. You know, she kept running to see this man. So I'm thinking this man got to be involved in some way. And when somebody said something about him, made a negative video about him, she was all offended. She made a big old video defending this person. So I said in my mind, there's something there. We just don't know what it is. And guess what? I found out what it was today. This is another person who helped her overthrow Crazy Boy. Well, tried to. Yeah, Molly Morris was in on it too. Sneaking by, smiling and Quay. All these people were smiling in his face. Smiling in his face. Doing his dirt behind his back. Phoenix was in this man's house, using this man's computer, plotting against him. The definition of a sellout. Okay? These women do not have the ability to critical think. Okay? Let's define critical thinking. Critical thinking is the objective analysis and evaluation of an issue in order to form a judgment. If they couldn't critically think, they saw the databases, they saw the spreadsheets, it was overwhelming to them. So they couldn't do an objective analysis or to evaluate the issue. So you know what they did? They listened to somebody who they thought was a nice accent. So they thought that meant that person was smart. But they were smarter than them because they conned them. They listened to Blacksit people. They listened to Molly Morris because they was jealous of Crazy Boy. Again, do I know Crazy Boy? No. I just met Crazy Boy today officially. I never met this man, never talked to this man, nothing till today. And for everything I have, you guys told me, because this isn't me. This is coming from you guys. You guys told me this. Everything you guys said was true. Everything. You guys said this. Crazy knew these people were involved, and they were. He said it from the beginning. But everybody was too ready to believe that this Black man from America was stealing. And this Black woman from America was stealing. Everybody was too ready to believe that. But let's get back to the UK invasion and the Jamaican invasion, okay? So they get in these people's ear when they get there. This Phoenix Rain lady, she's so dumb, she don't know it. She don't know jealousy when she see it. So they get in her ear because they mad because Quasi done broke away. He broke away, so they're mad. They're furious. They don't want him to be successful. They don't want him to bring African Americans there. They don't want him to do anything he's doing. They don't want it. They don't like it. So you know what they do? They get in her ear. They use her against her own people. Her own people. The man who brought her there. Now, instead of her going to this man, trying to think objectively, what does she do? She plots and plans in this man's house, okay? Let me tell you how ignorant and dumb these people are. She keeps saying, the Blacksit people keep saying Quasi's business is a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme. Okay, it's a Ponzi scheme. That's a lie. Quasi says it's a crowdfunding. It's crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is not a Ponzi scheme. Those are two different things. Two different things. So she actually is slandering him. Because I hear her, she just said it on that video with Dumber and Dumber. She just said that it was a Ponzi scheme. So I went and looked, is it a Ponzi scheme? And I heard him say with an interview with Art Kathy, it was crowdfunding. When I talked to him, when I interviewed him today, the interview started yesterday. This was a 2-day interview because this man was very thorough. Very thorough. Yeah. And what he told me was already stuff I had found. Okay. He just validated what you guys had said. So let's get back to crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is just what it is. It's like a group of us get together, okay, and we say, let's get this property in the Gambia. We're going to invest our money in this property, and we're going to, when the property gets built up and we start making money, when the property is, secure, it's making money, then we start getting our money back and we start getting percentages from our money. This is how we're going to make our money back, okay? These are the promises. Because see, crowdfunding depends on what you do. Some people don't make those promises. You can make whatever promises you want to make in crowdfunding. But the thing is, you got to keep those promises. Okay, so let's finish. So let's talk about, so that sounds really good, right? Everybody working together, group. Actually, that's what those Lebanese people do that you see in Africa, those Chinese people do. They get together and they do big crowdfunding, okay? That's how they're able to move and shake like that, because they don't get jealous of each other and they don't go listen to what the African Americans are saying about the Lebanese people. They don't do that. They don't go and listen to what the UK people are saying about the Lebanon people, because they don't do that. But we will. We'll go do that. And we're going to listen to what you say, and we're going to act on what you say, especially if it's about a Black man, especially if it's about him. If it's about a Black man, we're going to move and shake on that real quick. We're going to move and shake to bring him down real quick. So crowdfunding, people, that's not illegal. I've researched this, okay? Because I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all no lie, because I don't have to. I don't have to lie. So let's see. What is the bad things about crowdfunding? It sounds good, right? We're working together. But listen to the negatives of it. Some of the negative aspects of crowdfunding include it takes a lot of time and effort. Successful campaigns require a lot of personal devotion in terms of time, effort, and money. You will spend a lot of time and money, listen to this, people, creating prototypes. A prototype, Phoenix, Rain, Indentured Servant, Dusty, Travel with TAYTAY. A prototype means it's not real. It means I'm going to give you an example of what it looks like if it was real. If you put your money in this is the possibilities. That takes a lot of money, because you can't sell somebody something and they can't see what it is. You can, some people will invest, but it's easier if I give you an idea. So it says right here, you got to invest a lot of money in that. So all that stuff they was talking about, oh, it was staged, and you look, yes, because that's what you do when you do real estate crowdfunding or any type of crowdfunding. You got to market it. You got to sell it to the people. Okay? So, and guess what else, you guys, you got to do? You got to do convincing videos. Convincing video. Everything they were saying, oh, they were so fake. Oh, they were lying. Everything was staged. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber. All they had to do was just do what I did. When he said crowdfunding, you know what I did? It's crowdfunding. Took me 2 hours to figure it out. I had to break it down. Sure did. Took me 2 hours to figure it out. But if I could do it, guess what? They could have done it too. This is not illegal. This is what you do. You have to have convincing videos if you want people to buy into your project. But they didn't look that up. They just believed it's a Ponzi scheme because somebody told you it was a Ponzi scheme. So they believed it. So here we go, set in motion to try to destroy Crazy Boy, another black man. The definition of a sellout. A sellout. Who killed Malcolm X? Who shot him dead? His own people. His own people, us. We did it. We did it. Because somebody said it. Some weak person said because they was jealous of him. They was jealous of him. So he had to go. This is all about jealousy and greed and envy and dumb and dumber. And give somebody a little bit of, give a slave a little bit of money. Whew. And persuasive content to sell your idea. All what this is what they were saying was fake, y'all. This is what they said was fakery. It's called marketing. It's called a marketing campaign. That's what it's called. But we so stupid. We so dumb. We want to believe somebody because they got a nice little accent. So whatever they say got to be true. It's got to be true because their accent sounds different from mine. Their English is a little properer than mine. They got to know what they talking about because they speak the Queen's English. And black people in America ain't shit anyway, especially the black man. The definition of a sellout. The definition of a sellout. Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to take some questions in a minute. Now, they said this is another thing these fools said. They said that there was no money sitting in the bank. The money was gone. Well, you know, I just read to you guys where the money went. That's expensive. Didn't you hear him say a lot of the money will go to that? A lot of the money will go to that. Okay. So an investment is when you expend money for an expectation of achieving a profit or a material result. Okay. So you're going to expend this money. Okay. That means expend. Expend means you're using it. It didn't say save. Expend this money. Okay? That means the money's being used when you invest it. It wasn't a savings account. So why did you think it was going to be $16,000 still there? Why did you think that? Because you don't understand investing and you didn't take the time to research it. You didn't take because you got a little bit of money from somewhere. That's what happens when you give a slave money, though. That's what happens when you give a slave money. This little slave got a little bit of money, went to Africa, knew she could dominate people with that little bit of money because she don't have nothing else but that little bit of money. So that's what she's going to use to manipulate these people, control these people, make these people think she's something, and she's really nothing. But her behavior tells us she's nothing. Her behavior tells us that. She's crying over $16,000. $16,000, that means you couldn't have invested that money. Because if you're investing that money in a frontier economy, and if you don't know what a frontier economy is, go back and look at my video because I'll explain it to you. That means you taking a chance. You're taking a chance. So not only are you taking a chance, you're investing in this crowdfunding campaign in a frontier economy, excuse me, in this frontier economy, then you sound ridiculous. You, whoever thinks they're going to get some recoup some money or think they're going to prove misappropriation of funds when we got videos. I've seen those beautiful places. I've seen them moving that stuff in. I've seen them go shopping. I've seen that stuff they bought go to that house. We all seen all of that. So good luck with misappropriation of funds. Good luck. Good luck. Because they've got it all documented. All of it. You think money is still sitting there because you don't understand investing? You don't understand anything, but you understand, Dusty understands, pay them little young boys $1,000. And I'm not calling Gambia Nice a young boy because he's not a young boy. To me, Gambia Nice is a man. You paid this man $1,000 for sex, point blank, period. And you still couldn't keep him. He still didn't want you after that. Now that's a daggone shame. That's a shame before God. This is what I'm talking about. This is called a sellout. A sellout. You paying these men over there that he was a man, but the rest of them, y'all, according to the data, they're like 25 years old. That's younger than my son. She over there having sex with people younger than my son. Now, what kind of mess is that? And she think we're concerned about that? No, sweetheart. We're not concerned about who you have sex with. We're concerned about how you're representing Black women in Africa. Because I told y'all in my previous videos, when I go to Africa, people always think I'm some kind of prostitute. You know, like I get down like that. And I'm like, what? Why do you think that? I can never understand that. I'm thinking it's music videos. But no, it's not music videos. It's because there's really hoes. There's really old hoes who go to Africa and pay these young boys to have sex with them. And this is really what's going on. And Travel Dusty with TAYTAY is one of them. Y'all saw the video today. Y'all saw her offer to pay Quasi's wife, ex-wife, some money. Y'all saw that. Oh, I'm going to give her some money. That's all she can do. That's all she can do. But that little money about to run out, baby, because she don't have no money coming in. She don't work. So everybody, see, that's how you know she's a slave with money. Because slaves with money quit their jobs. They go to Africa. They have no way to replenish the money because a slave think that money gonna last forever. These people. So this was a real estate crowdfunding campaign, you guys. Real estate crowdfunding is a process of getting a pool of investors to raise capital for a real estate project. That's what we all saw. That's what we all saw. We saw that. And I told you I just told you that that's expensive when you do that. It takes money to do that. It takes money. It takes time. It takes effort. That was all Art was doing. Video, Quasi, video. Showing us this property, showing us that property. Misappropriation? Let me know when y'all see it. It's a way for real estate investors who are short of cash to obtain the funding they need to flip a home, buy a retail property, or anything else in real estate. This is exactly what they were doing. This is exactly what we saw. This is exactly what we saw. This is exactly what we saw. And what does it do for us? It creates, crowdfunding has created opportunities for entrepreneurs to raise hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars from anyone with money to invest. It provides a forum to anyone with an idea to pitch it in front of waiting investors. So see, it's really a good thing. It's really a good thing. But see, an uneducated person, they're going to think, it's a Ponzi scheme, because you don't take the time to look up nothing. You don't take the time to ask this man, anything about what he's doing. You just assume because he's a black man, he's a crook. In most how it works, in most jurisdictions, restrictions apply to who can fund a new business and how much they are allowed to contribute. To contribute. Okay, this is like hedge funding. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to read all that. So what is this is saying is that crowdfunding is just a way for people like me who, really not investors, but to get a chance to invest, to get to see what it's like to invest. That's what crowdfunding is. It's a real easy way for us to get into investing. Okay. So I think those were all of the key terms. Now let me go back to you guys' questions. Let's see. Oh, let's see what's going on. Oh my God. Your channel is the new gossip hotline for Africa. I can't believe the allegations you are making, but I can't help but watch. I've been following these ladies for some time. Oh my God. Well, ma'am, Miss Diva Lady, these aren't my allegations. I'm not making these allegations. I'm just researching the comments and putting them in a report and telling y'all what I found. You guys are saying this. And I'm summarizing what you're talking about. That's all I'm doing. I'm the messenger. You know how they say don't shoot the messenger because you don't like the message? I'm sorry. I'm just reporting the facts. I'm just reporting what I found. These are primary documents on YouTube. YouTube is a primary source all day, every day. Mm-hmm. These aren't gossip. I try to present it like it's gossip so it'd be interesting. But this isn't gossip. This is factual and actual. So let's see. Hey, African millennial, how are you? It's good to see. African millennial says, I love how people forgot that they stole over 150,000 non. What does that say? Non-arrest. What does that mean? Explain that to me. They stole over 150,000 non-arrest. Tell me what that means, African millennial. Okay. So anybody else got any questions about that part? That part, like the kids say, that part. You got any questions? Y'all got any questions about that part? If not, they're going to move on. And we're going to talk about the evidence of this corporate coup. So we're going to talk about the UK and the US connection. Like I told you, like Crazy said from the beginning, the man said straight up from day one, he knew that these UK people was behind this. He knew it. He said it straight up from day one. So y'all pay attention to the dates. I'm going to write them down. Y'all write them down. So this is on October 12th. This is how we train. Just how you trap somebody in their lie. You always do a timeline. So on October 12th, 2020, she makes a post on Facebook and she says, oh, let me tell y'all, we're talking about how she was a sellout. I want to tell y'all which point this is. This is the point where we know Phoenix Rain, the indentured servant, who we just determined was a slave, they done dropped all the indentured. These are just slaves. These slaves and Dusty traveled with TAYTAY. This is how we know they are sellouts. This is how we know they are bona fide, 100% sellouts to the black man, sellouts to the black woman, sellout to the black race. Okay? In my opinion, their black card has been revoked. Revoked. They no longer have membership here, honey. They staged a corporate coup, which according to the data, in my professional and personal opinion, was created and organized by Blacksit. Blacksit. Yeah, Blacksit. The lady can't stand African Americans. Can't stand us. They was all up in her face, kissing her butt. To them video, to then what? The phone conversation came out. How she can't stand us. But y'all think she like y'all? She played y'all because y'all dumb. Y'all the stereotypical African American, dumb, stupid black woman who sleep with anybody who will sleep with her and will pay you for sex. So this is where we are. Blacksit organized this, and Molly Morris was in on this too. He hiding in the background like a little snake. Yeah, he was in on this too. Mm-hmm. He was in on all this. Yeah, they all in the woman's ear while she in Quasi's house. This what a low down broth she is. This what a low down snake they are. They in this man's house talking about him, planning this corporate coup in this man's house on this man's computer, using his computer to do all of this. You ain't even woman enough to get out this man's house. You smiling in his face, and y'all planning, plotting, and scheming behind his back. And now we supposed to believe you and Dusty are the poster child, poster women for Black America. Y'all represent Black life in America. Y'all represent Black women. Oh, bye. So let's see. She posted on her Facebook, Black people be great. Don't become what has oppressed you. Don't allow the physical world to be more powerful than spirit. When she starts this spirit talk, y'all, this one, watch, she on some mess. Okay? That means I'm on some mess, and I'm praying, God, please help me, because I know deep inside my soul I'm on some mess, but I'm trying to act like I'm not. So please, God, please help me. Basically, she about to start some drama. Okay? So she done prayed and asked God to help her. Then on the 15th, we're going to write this down. You're going to see why later on. On the 15th, she says on Facebook, a timely message from my brother Molly. I'm not here for this separatist agenda. What separatist agenda? I never knew there was a separatist agenda in the Gambia. Did you guys know that? Let me know if you knew, because I didn't know. And I've been watching this movement for about 2 years now. So I had no idea there was a separatist movement going on. Well, she did. You know why she knew? Because she was working with the separatists who were smiling, acting like they were uniting us when they were really dividing us. They were helping these sellouts ascend to their title. Now listen to this. This says 5 days. So I'm assuming, because Facebook will say 5 days from the last post or something. Okay. So I'm just assuming, I don't know the actual date on this because I got these from DJ because she blocked me on Facebook. I used to be a friend. She blocked me. I can't get no more information. So I got this from DJ, so I don't know the exact date. DJ's video, I think, was posted October 20th. Okay, so let's assume this is around the 15th. Now, this is how you know this dumb broad who did not know you couldn't use PayPal in the Gambia, who set up and put her name on all these fraudulent accounts and didn't know they were fraudulent accounts and didn't know. Quasi used her because she was dumb, brought her to Africa because she was dumb. Her and Dusty both were dumb, said they was dumb. They didn't know they was being used because they was dumb, right? This what these dumb Dusty broads want us to believe they know this. This is another way, somebody else was involved. Listen, ask for a copy of the deed. He owns no land. And if you're buying land in a foreign country, you need to understand the difference in customary land and tenure and standard land tenure. How does somebody who don't even know you can't use PayPal in Africa, how does she know that? How does she know what the Constitution of the Gambia says? How does she know that? We're supposed to believe she picked up the Constitution of the Gambia. She read that Constitution and she knew that. She figured that. We're supposed to believe that. And this is the same woman who won't even take the time to go ask this man, what does this mean? What's going on? Two of them, Dumb and Dumber. Two of them. We're supposed to believe this, right? Okay, let's continue. If someone sells you land that has a customary deed or title and a long lost relative shows up and says it's their great great grandfather's land and they've come to claim it, they can take it from you and have you tied up in court, and it will most often stand. How did she know that? Remember, we read that. I read that to you guys. We read that. Was it last week? It was maybe 2 weeks ago. We read that because we actually read that from the Gambian Constitution. Remember? And I said, oh my God, this is so complicated. I'm going to have to do a whole video series on this. Because it doesn't sound like, from me reading off the top of my head, this is not 100% that foreigners can own land in the Gambia. It doesn't sound like that. Okay? It doesn't. But I don't know for sure. It doesn't. That's just my idea. I got to go break the Constitution down and understand it. But how is she going to do that? And I haven't even, I can't do, how do I just think about it, y'all? You don't know that you can't use PayPal in Africa, but you know all this about land. And the whole thing is so complicated, we couldn't even figure it out. We still trying to figure it out. And that was what, 2 weeks ago? Look, he has no land that he owns, and he's authorized to sell. Okay. Okay. What do I have to gain by telling you the truth? What do I have to gain? Oh, maybe this was a typo. She says, what do I have to gain by telling you the truth? Okay, so she says she's telling you the truth about the land. I win nothing. I've not asked anybody for money, nor am I selling information that people need. So believe what you want to. Okay, so basically she's saying that he doesn't own land. He's not authorized to sell land. But isn't that what the Black lady is in trouble for? Isn't that what she's in trouble for? From what I hear. I don't know 100%. Y'all tell me, but from what I'm hearing and on, these videos that I see passing by, she's in trouble for that. And that's funny that this is what they're claiming Kwesi is doing. But let's continue. But let's ponder this right here. Okay. The happy companion doesn't tell you guys this, doesn't tell us this, but do you know Kwesi helped him secure his land deal, his land purchase, because Blacksett quit answering his phone calls. So Kwesi helped him complete his land purchase. Why haven't the happy companion came out and said that he had a good experience with Kwesi and Kwesi helped him when Blacksett quit answering the phone call? Why? Because he's the fake Muslim, Dusty Broad. He's the fake Muslim. If you're going to quote stuff from my channel and my videos, quote it right, sister. He's the fake Muslim. He's the one walking around quoting scripture, can't talk without quoting scripture, can't write without quoting scripture, but not when he's flirting. When he's flirting, he not quoting scripture. Let's finish. So that's how we know these dumb broads been talking to people. Then she says, you're not the only one with a loyal team. A team? I thought it was just her and Dusty. Where's the team? She thinking now Blacksett and this Molly Morris then got them believing, we got y'all back. We got y'all back. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep it going. Keep it going. We got y'all back. We so proud of y'all. We're so proud of y'all. What do y'all read the messages I got that they were saying? This is so low down and dirty, and we were so stupid. We were so stupid that we believed it. And that's where we got to question ourselves and ask ourselves, why are we so ready to believe something negative about our own people? Why are we so ready to believe what somebody else says about if it's good, they're not gonna believe that. That's a lie. That's gotta be a lie. But if it's bad, oh, we're gonna jump on it right away. We're gonna jump on it, we're gonna believe it, we're gonna follow it, everything. Everything. If it fulfills a stereotype, especially if it fulfills a stereotype, oh Lord, we're gonna take that and run with it, like Dumb and Dumber did. Why? Because they dumb and dumber. I see everything because you don't know who I know. She has who capitalized. Hashtags run and tell that. Kids, these are some immature, dusty, dirty broads who are sellouts. Who are sellouts. Who are nothing but sellouts. You see everything. So that means somebody running back, watching crazy, running back, telling you because they know you gonna believe it. They know you gonna act on it. They know you a sellout to our race. They know you a sellout to the Black woman. So who they gonna run and tell? The sellout. They ain't gonna come tell me. They ain't gonna come tell me. They gonna come tell you though, because they know a sellout when they see one. They know a slave when they see a slave. They might have gave us our physical freedom, but some of us are slaves for real, y'all. Some of us was nothing but slaves, generations of slaves. Ask y'all African friends. They'll tell y'all. They'll say, yeah, some African groups, that's all they were was slaves. My African group were warriors, the royal class of warriors. I know a slave when I see a slave. These are slaves representing our people in the land that we come from. Are you serious? Are you serious? And you think my ancestors are going to sit back and watch this? Because what I see, they see. Watch this circus every day for 2 years. And they said, enough is enough. Okay, I'm tired of your people acting a fool. Mm-hmm. Woke me up this morning, let me know something crazy. 4 o'clock in the morning, let me know something crazy gonna happen. I'm like, no, can nothing crazy happen? Crazy has already happened. Oh yeah, crazy happened today. Crazy happened with that video that Dusty released. They had nothing to do with nothing because she mad at me, but she can't come for me because let me tell y'all, if she want to come for me, come for me. Take my video that I made about you. Break it down. Fact check me. Prove me wrong. That's all you got to do. And break it down. Take point by point that I said. Prove it was a lie. That's all you got to do. Fact check me. But it's true. She mad because it's true. Because what do the bully do? What do the bully do, y'all? Y'all know what the bully do. He don't go beat up on the warrior. He go beat up on the person, the nice guy. And I'm not saying Quasi's a nice guy like that. I mean, he got his fault. Everybody got their faults. But I'm saying in this equation, he's a nice guy. So that's who you go beat up on. That's who you go beat up on. I said it. He don't talk about you. I said it. Kiki loves Nigeria. Why don't she make a video about that? Take what I say and prove it's a lie. Take it like I do you. Take point by point and break it down and say she's lying. But you can't do that. So you want to stand back and you want to throw rocks at Quasi, try to ruin his reputation some more. But now we see what you're doing because today was a low blow. That was a low down, dirty blow. Okay, so let's finish with this UK connection. So then she writes on October 9th, our timeline, the UK and the US unite. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. This was going on as soon as she got there. Soon as she got there. But she playing to us, playing it crazy, eating his food, living in his house, on his computer, planning to attempt to overthrow his company. Yeah. This is a low down snake. This ain't no ride or die chick. This ain't somebody that represent black womanhood. Are you kidding? Are you serious? The people who come from where I come from, they know this is trash. They know this is trash. Real women don't do this. If I got a problem with you, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to go to you. I went to them dusty, dirty broads. They kept deleting my comments. So I said, hey, I ain't got to go on your channel. I got my own channel. You want to delete my comments? You want to act like I'm not talking? So, okay. Let me make my own videos. The UK and US unite. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means I'm stabbing this man in his back in his house while I'm eating his food. Like Jesus said, you betray me with a kiss. She was betraying this man. Her and Dusty started sleeping with this man's staff the first night she was there. I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. Drop my earring. The first night she was there. This woman had sex with this man's staff. You know how embarrassing that is? And he's bringing this woman in. He introducing her as his personal assistant. So his personal assistant is going around having sex with his staff. You know how embarrassing that is? The first night she was there, she paid Gambia Nice $1,000 to have sex with her. $1,000. Gambia Nice. $1,000 to have sex with her. And now you represent black womanhood. You ain't representing no black. You ain't representing no womanhood. You ain't representing nothing. Nothing, girl. Nothing. You representing what you representing. That garden tool, that dusty garden tool that you are. You and your friend, because she the same. She was sleeping with the cab driver who was driving her around. Yeah, she's sleeping with the help when she's supposed to be going on business for Quasi. She's sleeping with Quasi's taxi cab, one of the taxi cab drivers. Can y'all believe that? Who was driving Quasi's people around? Can y'all believe these? And this supposed to be a representative, but he bringing these two African American women in, talking about, oh, they're coming here to help me. They're going to come here and help me get organized. When they lining up to have sex with his staff and him too, if he wanted to, he didn't want them. He didn't want them. So they just said, okay, well, shoot, we can just run through this staff. Dusty, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. That's what she doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this representing us, y'all. This representing black womanhood. I'm paying you for sex. I ain't never had to pay nobody for sex. Never. Who pays for sex? Somebody in the comment section, please explain to me who pays for sex, because I want to know. I want to know who pays for sex. Whew. So, Gambia Nice is also, he works for Quasi. One of his duties, he also works for Juliet with Blackset. Him and Quasi work together for Juliet with Blackset. Okay. He would drive Juliet around. Okay. During this driving around, because uppity, stuck-up people, they think the drivers are dumb. They think the drivers are not paying attention. They think the drivers don't understand. So she talks freely around him. And Gambia Nice explains that when he was helping her get these properties, they were taking all of Quasi's clients. Okay. They were taking all the clients that were coming to Quasi. Okay. So if you wanted to come to Quasi, they would take, they would keep you basically. Okay. So they wanted to keep all the money to themselves. Okay. That's what this is really about. This is about greed. Now let me tell y'all how this greed comes in here. Okay. This is the greed part, y'all. Remember, Quasi said he was working for Blackson. Okay. Blackson, and this is before I interviewed Quasi. I interviewed him today. And y'all know this is the truth. Well, I don't know if I told y'all about Blackson. I was trying to wait till I got a little more confirmation on that. Okay. But look, I knew Dusty was talking to somebody. Oh, yeah, I did tell y'all on the other video yesterday, because the indentured slave, no, she just a slave, the slave, Phoenix Rain, she turns to Lady Blackson in the video, remember? And she says, I sat right here with Juliet before Shantae came. So that's proof that them two was talking before she came. Okay. So that's when I was like, oh yeah, what I'm thinking, what I'm summarizing, what I'm finding is the truth. These little innuendos she's sending, she letting us know this is who got my back. I got Juliet, I got Blackson behind me, I got Molly behind me. I don't need you, Quasi. I don't need you. Okay. And I'm gonna read y'all the messages. Okay. So let's hold on. So he says, I asked Quasi, why do you think Blackson was behind the corporate coup? Because she was. And he says, Juliet was vexed that I went with Art with my business idea. Okay. Because he was working with her. She wanted Quasi's business ideas. She wanted all the African Americans to come to her. She wanted all the diasporan people coming to the Gambia. She wanted them to do business with her. Okay. If Quasi broke off, African Americans, 9 times out of 10, real African Americans, we like to do business with each other. Okay. So she knew she was going to lose a significant chunk of her sales if Quasi broke off and did his own thing, especially if he got someone like Art Cathy. Okay. Because Art Cathy was good in front of the camera. She's a good salesperson. She was the face of this movement and she was selling it. She was moving it. They were making money when nobody else was making money during COVID. They were making money. Well, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. Okay. So I'm not going to say that. I don't know because I haven't seen their financial books. I haven't seen that. But let's say that people were interested in them. Let's say that. People were still interested. They were interested in them. I was even interested. This is what I'm telling you. They were reaching us. Blackson lady didn't like that. She didn't like that because she knew she was going to lose a significant chunk of money. So she had to shut Quasi down. She had to shut Art Cathy down. Art had already started talking about the Gambians. She was already tired of that whole Africa experience because it will drain you. It will drain you. It will make you have a breakdown. It will make you lose your mind because we're not used to that. And I'm telling you, and I'm not lying. And I love Africa with all of me. But I know I can't stay in Africa longer than 60 days because I ain't going to get a whole big attitude. Okay. So this breakdown she was having, Juliet was just feeding off of that, feeding off of that. You know, like this is what we need to do. Then she got into Dumb and Dumber's ear. When Dusty came, when the slave Phoenix Rain got there first, they got to her first. They got to her immediately. Okay. She believed it because she didn't understand the database. She didn't understand crowdfunding. This woman's telling her it's a Ponzi scheme. If she's telling us it's a Ponzi scheme, if she's saying it in her own video, Quasi's running a Ponzi scheme, you know she telling Dusty and the slave that she running a Ponzi scheme. You know she's doing that. And they're believing it because they don't know the difference between crowdfunding and a Ponzi scheme. They don't know. And they didn't take the time to Google it. So what did they do? They sold us out. So this is what he says. Juliet was vexed that I went with Art with my business ideas. There was an initial flare up last year when Juliet went on Wanamaya live blasting art. That video has since been removed. So she also implied that I stole from her. I posted on my Facebook that Juliet was a compulsive liar and was trying to sabotage our business. Adrian contacted me to meet with a business manager by the name of Mr. Glass from the UK at that time. We agreed to the truce. Adrian still wanted me to work with them at that time. However, Juliet went against the business manager's recommendation and moved on with stirring up the trouble with the alliance with those who wanted to take Lazy down. Okay? And that's what the data was showing. That's exactly what it was showing because he told me this today. We've been talking about this for y'all know how long we've been talking about this. I haven't talked to him before that. She said that on October the 9th. Remember? This 2020, this a whole year later. A whole year later. What are you talking about? Unite. What are you talking about? You're talking about what Kwesi said. This woman was all in your ear. She was all in your ear. And you believed it. Because like I said, ask ourselves the question, why are we so ready to believe? Why are we so ready to believe that something bad about a black man? Why are we so ready to believe a stereotype about our own people? Why are we so ready to believe that instead of jumping to his defense? Why? Because she wasn't getting none? Because he didn't want her? He didn't want her? Is that what this is all about? Instead of defending the man, you gonna jump and hop on board with some people you don't even know. And you've been working with this man before you even got there. You just met these people, but you so much on their team, you gonna overthrow this man's company. Try to. You and Dusty, she's so dumb. She don't ask no questions, y'all. She don't ask no. This is the definition of a slave. They do what they're told. They don't critically think because they don't know how. They don't know how. For generations, they've been slaves. That's what they are. Some of us were slaves. These are slaves. This is what happens when the slave becomes the master. This is what happens. This is the danger in it. So let's continue. So we talked about how they were stealing his customers. We talked about how, yeah. Okay, I think that's the end for that. The UK connection. Oh no, let's go to Mr. Molly Sneaky Morris. That man is really sneaky, y'all. Very sneaky. He's a very sneaky man. Very, very sneaky. Let me go get this conversation. I typed it so we could see it good. So I could read it because it was a screenshot and I couldn't get all of it. So I had to just type it. So here it goes. This is a message, okay? The source is Messenger, okay? This message is on the 18th, everybody. The 18th of October. This message is to Molly Morris. I guess that's his name, the owner of Most Do. Okay, she says, I get it. However, where are the ladies? Where the ladies are concerned, they already have a plan for how they will explain their absence. Also, our backers are about to send him a formal letter that the investors have executed a lockout and are hiring an independent auditor to examine the books. Okay, so we're going to break that down right now. So they're planning this. She's still in Kwesi's house writing this. Okay, on his computer writing this, planning this coup in his house. Okay, and it sounds like she's trying to turn some of the women who work there against him. Okay, because she's trying to say how the lady's going to explain their absence. So it seems like she's talking to women who live there, trying to get them to leave with her. And Molly is helping her plan this escape from this house that she acts like she's so trapped in that she can't leave. Okay. So this is what they're talking about there. Okay. Then she says the investors are going to send a letter that's going to formally lock him out and have an independent auditor examine the books. Okay. Did we ever see a formal lockout? Did we ever see a formal letter? No. What did we see? We saw a mess. We read it last week. We saw a letter. We saw her inbox Quasi on Messenger and tell him this was a formal demand. There was no formal letter. Where was the formal letter? We didn't see it. Where was that? She said, after that, she said that there'll be an independent audit. We know Exodus Alliance did an audit, but she said the investors were hiring an independent auditor to do another audit. What happened to that audit? Did y'all ever see the audit? Somebody email me, inbox me, whatever. Tell me where that video is because I want to see it. Because I never seen it. I never seen it. These bugs coming from this light. Okay. So she said, let's continue with her and Molly's conversation. They're about to execute a lockout on another property, the one you helped us secure, the first one, LOL. So it looks like Molly was working with Quasi, pretending like he was his friend, helping him secure property. Really a hater. Yeah, really a hater. Mm-hmm. But behind his back, he helping the dumb and dumber plan this coup, this corporate coup. So they know they got to get out of his house before they execute their plans. So they plan it behind his back, in his house, on his computer, using his internet, using his electricity to plan a corporate coup. And we're supposed to believe these are the representation of Black women in America. That's what we're supposed to believe? No. These are a representation of a sellout. A slave can't do nothing but a sellout. A slave can't do nothing but betray his own race. What? Because the slave's going to do whatever somebody tells them to do. They can't think for themselves. They do what you tell them to do. Molly's response. Oh, this has put a smile on my face. Let's break down. What put a smile on his face, y'all? It put a smile on his face that Quasi, another Black man, was going to be locked out of his property. It put a smile on his face that they were coming to lock him out of another one of his properties. It put a smile on his face to know there was going to be another independent auditor coming in, checking this man's books. These are the things that put a smile on your face. And you expect us to believe that you like us too? You don't like us either. You can't stand us either. You jealous of us too. It's so many people jealous of us, y'all. It's unreal. The jealousy and the hate against African Americans, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. They'll always tell. It'll always come out. The Africans and the not that we ain't talking about the Africans. They ain't even involved in this. We ain't talking about them. We talking about these other people, these diasporan people. These diasporan people. Yeah. We talking about them. People who was enslaved too, like us. But guess what? They weren't enslaved in the United States of America. That's the difference. Okay. That's the difference. Because like they always say, the cream of the crop rises to the top. So let me give you a real quick history lesson. When we left Africa, when we left the west coast of Africa, okay, a lot of us died because we couldn't take that trip. We couldn't take that voyage. It was just too much on us physically. So a lot of us died, okay? And a lot of us got so very sick that we were getting ready to die. So guess where they dropped those people off. They dropped those people off in the Caribbean, okay? They dropped off the people who were getting ready to die in the Caribbean, and they worked them till they died. They worked them till they died. And guess what? The ones that was left on the ship were the strongest of the Africans that left the coast of West Africa. And guess where they went? To the America, to the United States of America. And guess who that group is? The ethnic group that is. That's the African American, the strongest ethnical group, because they're the ones who made it to America. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look in the journals of the captains of the ship, the slave ships that were bringing us over here. Look and see what they wrote. The weak ones will drop them off, but these strong ones, there's some that's really strong. We're going to take them to America. That was a fool's move, because once we got here, guess what we did? We thrived. And guess what the Americans wrote in their notes? Because I've read those too. Their historical documents. We don't know why these people are thriving. Not only are these people living, these people are thriving. We've done everything to destroy them. We have no explanation to why they are still thriving and living and having babies and strong babies. So guess what they did? By the 1800s, guess what the United States did? They said no more born Africans can come to the United States of America. No more. No more. Because they were too strong. The ones that was making it here was too strong. And they were scared. And we was multiplying and multiplying. And when you would go to the plantations, guess who outnumbered the white people? We did. And they got scared. They said, oh, no, no more Africans. We only going to just trade what we got here. Yeah. Now I'm lying. Look it up. I'm not just saying that because I'm African American. I'm saying it because it's the truth. It's the truth. And you people are, these people are just jealous. They're jealous. This black select people, jealous. Molly Morris, jealous. Smiling in this man's face. This is October the 9th. Everybody's still acting like they cool with Quasi. But you on the computer with Molly planning this man's demise. Oh my God. Because let's see. Okay, this is what he says. We said how that put a smile on his face to know that she's planning this man's demise. This is why the world, listen to this, y'all. This is why the world don't want us to meet. Because when you mix the fast movement of the Caribbean with the deadly efficiency of the African American, we are not to be fucked with. This is what he said. The fast movement. So maybe you moved a little too fast. Maybe you should have slowed your roll. Maybe you should have slowed your roll because you just incriminated yourself. Maybe you was moving too fast and you should have thought, maybe I shouldn't write this down. Maybe I should maybe I should say this on the phone so I won't have no incriminating evidence for Kiki Loves Nigeria to find so she can read it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're right. The deadly efficiency of the Black Americans, because this is deadly efficiency, what I'm doing. You're exactly right. We are deadly efficient. Mm-hmm. I brag on myself for being effective and efficient. Mm-hmm. That's what I am, effective and efficient. That's what the African American is. You're exactly right. But trick though good. You was messing with a slave. You couldn't tell the difference. You thought we was all the same. You thought we was all the same, bro. That's where you messed up. That's where Molly Morris messed up. He thought he was dealing with a real African American and he was dealing with a slave. Because if he was dealing with a real African American, she would have checked him. She wouldn't have been doing all this behind his back. She would have realized that a worker is not going to have the same lifestyle as an investor. she would have realized that. She came there as a worker, but she wanted to live like an investor. Who does that? Only Dumb and Dumber. Only Dumb and Dumber. This is what they're bad at. And they just ate it up because they wanted to look for anything to believe negative about this man. Because he didn't want Dusty. He didn't want the slave, both of them slaves. He didn't want neither one of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to run through these little boys, his workers. We're going to sleep with as many of his drivers as we possibly can. Yeah, then we're going to go do Molly and Black's his dirty work, and they're going to make us stars on YouTube, and we're going to make money off of YouTube. And then we're going to live in the Gambia, and we're going to take our Kathy's place, and we're going to be queen of the Gambia. Queens of the Gambia. Yeah, that was the plan. So they fucked up. That's what they said when them two got together. Yeah, y'all did fuck up. Sure did. Y'all fucked up big time. So it says, love y'all. You're the sister I should have had. And then it says, listen to the sneaky snake. This how you know. Well, no, not this one. We ain't got to that one yet. He said, oh, David said, when and where can he come meet you tomorrow? David makes martinis at Moe's too. David knows Crazy. That's why he says when and where to meet you, because they don't want Crazy to know that she's talking to Moe's too, to Moe, Molly Morris, and his crew is helping her and Dusty with this corporate coup. Mm-hmm. So then she says, I'll contact you in the morning to see what's the best time and place to connect with David. And then he says, awesome recognizes awesome. So he says, awesome recognizes awesome. Okay? Yeah, y'all showed y'all awesome together. Y'all two awesome together. Y'all on here looking like two fools together. Two snakes. Two punks, as we would call them. Just that's what it is, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. These people get no loyalty. They get no respect. They get nothing. This woman is a sellout. She gets no respect. Y'all wonder why I keep calling her a slave? Why I keep doing that? She gets no respect from me. None. When you do this type of stuff, you get no respect. When you disrespect my people, when you disrespect black women, when you disrespect me, because like my grandma said, respect come free. You couldn't give me no respect. You think I'm gonna give you some respect? Girl, y'all started to know respect, gang. So you get no respect. You get no respect. You don't deserve no respect. Paying Gambia Nice $1,000 for sex. You don't deserve no daggone respect. And then you paying other people for sex. You pay everybody for sex. You don't get no respect. So let's see. Then Molly Mars responds. So there's 2 missed calls on October 22nd, right, y'all? I'm looking at my phone to see how much time we got. Okay. So then Molly Mars, there's 2 missed calls on October 22nd. Then Molly responds. She answers the next day. Morning, beautiful. You are all well. I'm heading out with K. I hope you are well. I'm heading out with KB on Monday to do the site visits. So all is going as planned so far. Also, is it possible for you to come over and clear these 2 receipts? So she got a bill running with him. But this is sister. Look how fake this is. This is how fake this dude is. So she got a bill for 2 drinks with 2 receipts. I don't know how much. It may be more than that. But 2 receipts. But you saying this is your sister. You helping her stage this corporate coup, and she owe you for 2 receipts. But you pressed about those 2 receipts. You telling her to come pay the 2 receipts. That's how you know this relationship ain't even real either. So then he says, it screws up my OCD. Sneaky line. He just wants you to give him his money. You owe him some money. He wants his money. Point blank, period. I'll be around hopefully from 3. And then she says, yes, thank you so much. We tried to get there yesterday to clear them and got delayed. I'll make sure to take care of them today. I apologize for the delay. See all this fakery, fakery. Yeah, this is fakery. Okay, this is fakery. That's what that is, fakery. Okay. Then she sends it. She sends it now. She forms a Facebook message group with African Americans. Okay. She tells them Quasi is stealing all this money. She tells them she's about to do all this to Quasi. She tries in this message to get the African Americans to turn against this man. Now, this is what a sellout this woman is. She can't, if this is going on, it's not only between him and her. She want to get everybody in. This is what I call hater help. When you know you're a hater and you don't have no proof and you don't have nothing, you need help to fight this person. You need hater help. So she goes to the African American community for the hater help. Only one person responded, and I ain't gonna tell you who the wrong person is, and I'm not gonna read you what they said. Okay, because that was wrong. That was wrong. That was really wrong. Okay, that was really wrong. That was really wrong for her to do that. Okay, so let's see what else I've got. So then there is a conversation about them, her needing money. Okay, I'm trying to find it now. It's a conversation about her needing money, that she's going to the investors to get this money because her and Dusty need a cushion. Okay, they need a cushion and they need money from the investors. Okay, so why is she going to the investors asking for money for them to get a cushion so they can get an apartment? And you know who's helping them get this apartment? Molly Morris is helping them get this apartment. Okay. That's who's helping them get this apartment. He's helping them get this apartment. Okay. He's helping them get the apartment. So that's what these conversations are about. Okay. So then she says, did we read this one? Yeah, we read this one about them being awesome and great. Okay. So those are, let's see if we read this one. The ladies will be concerned. Okay. Yeah, these are the ones. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just making sure that we went through all the conversations. Child, it was so okay. Here's one. This is it. I knew there was another one because it's so much data that I have, and I got to organize it. And some of it comes in so fast that when I'm sending it, like I take screenshots and then I send it to a file. My Wi-Fi over here in this country is so slow, they all don't get there. So here's another one. This is on October 15th. Remember October 15th? Let's put a star by there. Okay, this is a message between her and Molly Morris, again, the owner of Motu's. We need to have the other investors to send us a few extra dollars so we can have some cushion. But we want to move forward with the house. It's the smart move. Okay, her and Dusty. Now, there's a phone call at 10:05. Nobody answers. Then she says, thank you. Think it's a fair deal. It gives us what we need. 700, I guess this is Delassie. So 730,000 Delassie and Omar's 10% of 750 Delassie. Is that correct? So that's how much they paid for this house that her and Dusty moved into out of Quasi's place. Okay. I'm guessing the money came from Dusty because the slave don't have any money. Phoenix Rain, the slave, doesn't have any money. Okay, so there's another phone conversation, and then Molly says on October 18th, thinking I need to listen, because he know you're a dirty dog. Listen, thinking I need to speak with Quasi, because if he comes to my house, and if he comes to the house, okay, this house where Phoenix is staying, and sees David there, the guy who makes him margaritas, he will know that I had something to do with you leaving, and by extension, his harem leaving. There you go. He's planning this behind this man's back. Quasi knows them. He knows the David guy who's sneaking around to pick her up. That's why he's sneaking around to pick her up, because he knows, Quasi knows this person. And like Mr. Molly Morris, owner of Mo's 2, just said, I will know. Then he will know. If he sees David, he says, then he will know that I had something to do with you leaving, and by extension, his harem leaving. So she was talking to these women who live there. She's saying she's a part. She's saying Quasi has a harem, okay? And then she's saying that she's a part of his harem. Okay. So she's helping these women, or whoever they are. I don't know who they are, but whoever these harem people are, she's helping them. She's basically breaking up. She's already started her corporate coup. She started. These sounds like they're the workers. Just from what they're talking about, it sounds like it's some women who work at this house, and she's talking to these women about him, trying to turn these women against him. And she's thinking, and this Molly's thinking that they've done it. And then he's like, oh, but he's going to know. He's going to know I had something to do with it. He's going to know I had something to do with you leaving his harem. But, Mr. Molly Morris, don't you want him to know you had something to do with it? If Quasi Boyd is this bad person that you guys make him out to be, don't you want him to know that you had something to do with freeing Phoenix Rain and Dusty travel with TAYTAY? Don't you want everyone to know that? Don't you want him to know that? Those are all the conversations. That is the UK connection. So do we have any comments? Do we have any comments? Let's go back. This is just too much for me. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Places and Spaces. How are you? I think you was about the happy one. One, I think you was, fix that. Al, fix that. Are you trying to say, oh, I know I'm right? No, y'all right. I didn't make this up. This is what people were saying. I got my information from you guys. You guys told me all that. Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's trash. The happy companion is trash, honey. Hi, Miss Diva. I'm glad you're here, Miss Diva. Yeah, the happy companion is trash. He's so fake. He gonna ride with whoever's on top. Okay. When he got there, Quasi helped him with their land. He was in the videos with Quasi, but he never put Quasi on his page. Okay. Because shortly after he got there, things took a turn. Okay. He wanted to align himself with people who was on top. He thought Quasi was gonna fall off. He thought he was gonna fall off. I told y'all that a long time ago. That's what same thing Quasi told me today. He thought he was gonna fall off. So he aligned himself with people who he thought was going to be on top. This is me. He put on this fake Muslim. Let me dress up like a pious Muslim. Let me start spitting the Holy Quran. Every time I say something, the Holy Quran. And when I say spit it, you guys who don't understand Ebonics, that just means I'm going to recite the Holy Quran every time I speak. That's what it means. Not no disrespectful word. It's not spit. It's actually talk. Okay. I'm gonna talk. Every time I open my mouth, I'm gonna say something about the Holy Quran. That's how you know he's fake. Just like with Christians, y'all know it's a fake Christian that every time they open their mouth, if he was here in the United States, y'all wouldn't be giving him nothing. Y'all would say, "Oh, this dude is fake as a day is long." Don't tell me it's respect when somebody flirt with you. Oh, that's respectable. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Respectable, but and according to Islam, it ain't. But according to you, it is. It's how you show respect. Does your wife think that? Ask her. I wonder what she thinks. Show how you, yeah, Diva, show how I'm not lying. Exactly. Show her I'm not lying. Don't put this woman on there. This woman who clearly has issues, because I don't know no Gambian woman who would have done that. Don't nobody get on and get please and talk about their business like that. She was, and this makes me think she's got a mission. She has an agenda. Because guess who else page she was on talking like that? She was on the Happy Companions page. His video about fake Muslims. Now I think it was about Quasi. He's such a sneak disser. You don't know who it was about. Stealing people's virgins. But like he said, her virginity. But like he said, she wasn't no virgin. I'm gonna retract that because I wasn't sure. I can't remember exactly for sure if he said that. So I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back, okay? Because I don't know for sure. I can't remember. But he must have been talking about him because she was on that page there. I was talking to her in the comment section because I'm thinking, all this is against Islam. You don't go on here and tell your personal business. You go to your family. And that's what I asked her about the elders. I asked her, why did she take these steps? XYZ. She said she took XYZ. So I guess XYZ fails, go to social media. She learned that from us. Like he said, she learning stuff from African Americans. They coming over there, Dusty and what you call it. They learning stuff from us. We don't know that situation, but she brought that up, talking about sisterhood. No, that wasn't no sisterhood. That wasn't no sisterhood. And then you're going to say, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to give this woman some money. Didn't I tell y'all that little bit of chump change she got? She thinks that's the money. That's why she's not coming back to the United States, because she know it's no money. She know here that's no money. But she know in a country that's the third poorest compared to the United States, she knows she can be somebody over there. She knows she ain't nobody. She knows she can pay people over there. She knows she can buy her some friends over there. Who gave you the info that her lover robbed her? Well, nobody said her lover robbed her. Okay, we're going to read that next. Nobody said her lover robbed her. What we were saying is that this dude was in on. And the way we put this together is because, well, I'm not going to go through all that. It's just too much to go through. You got to go watch the video. But basically, she let us believe that her security guard was somebody else. Okay. And according to the people who wrote me, I'm going to read those that stuff, those comments in a few minutes. What this person said. Okay, Diva. So let me write that down. The robbery. Okay. And then you're going to see where we got the information, where I got the information from. I actually got it from somebody in the Gambia, but they did not say he robbed her. It was their conclusion that it was someone that she knows because she runs around with little young boys, young men. Okay. And these, yeah, Diva. See, you missed it, honey. I've been giving you receipts. I can't go back and give receipts. No, you need to go watch the videos. I can't do that. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but honey, I always give receipts. You need to go back and watch all the videos because we're not going to go back and do 2 or 3 shows because you just got on board. So no, you got to go back and you got to go watch the videos. I told you we're going to talk about the robbery, but we already talked about that. I'm only talking about it again because it proves that she's a sellout. Quasi needs to stop beating up women. If he beating up women, he needs to stop beating up women. You daggone right. Because don't nobody got no right to put their hands on nobody. You are exactly right, Mr. Gambian black man. You're exactly right. I don't believe in no shape forms of domestic violence. But, Mr. Black man, if you're going to make that comment, then you need to remember what this woman said in that video, because I wrote it down at 17 minutes and 43 seconds into the video, where she said she was traumatized, she was beat up, she was choked, she was pinched, she was punched in the face so many times. And he said, I'm going to kill you if you don't get out of my way. Mr. Black man, in this country, sir, that implies mutual combat. And what we call mutual combat is that we're arguing. I'm trying to stop you from leaving because I don't want you to go out with some other woman tonight. So you not gonna get out this house and you gonna stay in this house with me and this baby, and I'm not gonna let you leave. She says 17 minutes and 43 seconds into the video. He said, after she said he did all that to her, he says, if you don't get out of my way. So you think she was just standing there? Or do you think what our court officials would think here, sir, that was mutual combat? Because you don't have the right to stop anyone from leaving. You cannot stand and block anyone from leaving. You cannot restrain movements. Okay? This looks like somebody's movement was restrained. But I'm not saying it's okay to hit somebody. I'm not saying it's okay to beat somebody. I'm not saying none of that. But I'm saying, tell the truth. There's two sides to that story. We don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and paint this man as he the one who just beat this woman silly when she said herself that he said, if you don't get out of my way. So that means you in my way. You trying to stop me from leaving because you've been through my phone. You know I'm courting other women, another woman. You don't like it. And this is what she said on the Happy Companions page. She said the same thing. She did not want him basically to marry another woman. She got mad. She got mad because she wanted to be the only wife. Go to the Happy Companions page and look at that, of the video about the virgins. Okay? So no, I'm not cool with nobody beating nobody, but I'm just like my grandma said, there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. Okay? I'm not one of them black women who rah rah rah, he beat you, and I'm gonna just believe it. No, because I'm a black woman. I know how it really go down. Okay. Oh, Diva, you about to get blocked, girl, because you uneducated and you're gonna come on here because I won't educate you. You're blocked, ma'am. We don't have time for ignorance. This is not a channel for ignorance. This is a channel for educated people. Now you gotta watch and can't comment because you don't want to educate yourself. That's why you a fan of Dusty's and Phoenix Rain is the slave. Because you don't want to educate yourself. You just want to come on here and call people names because you don't want to read and write and learn arithmetic. Okay, so where are we at? Okay. She doesn't have chats because we are listening. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, SS, thank you. This is very true. They all have envy against African Americans. I'm glad it's coming out. They want us they want us as a come up. Exactly. Because they know we got money. They know we got money. We're the wealthiest ethnic group outside of Africa. The black people in America, yeah, we got a lot of spending power. And they know that. That's why they can't stand that. She can't stand that because she's thinking all the spending power is got to go to Quasi and Art. And she says, but it's they envy us. It's true. And it's so true. But do they know what we had to go through as a people? They don't know. They don't know what we go through every day, every single day of our Black life in America. They don't know that we got to teach ourselves to love ourselves. They don't know that. They don't know we come from a country that teaches us, preaches us self-hate. They don't know that. They don't know we learned to love ourselves. We taught ourselves to love ourselves. And you mad? You mad because we reached inside of ourselves and we said we don't care what people say, like Kanye West said, the real Kanye West. Because we don't care what people say. We defined ourselves. Look it up. The African American created itself. They didn't care what people said about them. They defined themselves. And that's why they're so successful. Because we never accepted that we was anybody's slave. Because we knew we weren't. Phoenix and Dusty, Them were slaves. Even when we free, they're gonna be slaves. And y'all see that. Yeah, y'all see that. They're gonna find somebody to enslave them. Yeah, yes, globally. Mhm. It is. It is. And we're supposed to walk around apologizing to people. We're supposed to walk around what? Mad because we refuse to be slaves and y'all want us to be slaves. We're supposed to be mad because we chose to love ourselves. Very true. We have had our own culture that everyone, and they do. Our culture is the most imitated culture in the world. No matter where you go, you're going to see people trying to be us. Like I say, until it's time to be us. Well, I'm not the one who said that. Yes, I'm on point. Yeah. Because I was raised like that. I told you my background, my family were warriors. I know who my people were in Africa. They were the royal warrior class. Okay? I know who my people are. I know who I am today and every day. And I don't spread rumors. I don't spread lies. I don't have to. You are getting the tea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up, Kiki? Happy Josh. How you doing? Pimping hot tea just needs poppy hot tea just needs some sugar. The Gambia. Yeah, it's not a whole mess. It's them people. It's not a whole mess. I was just there. It's not a whole mess. These people want you to think it's a whole mess. Okay, time to sweep. It's just time to get them two dirty bras out. It's just time for them dirty bras to go, y'all. They need to go. We need to just revoke the black card. Don't send them bras no more money. Don't support them in no kind of way. Y'all know what we do. When we don't like something, what do? We take our money back. We boycott them. Y'all know what to do. When we stick together, we do it. We let you know our economic power. We will shut you down. We will shut you down economically. Just withdraw our economic spending power. That's what you do. You want to represent us like that? Shut them down. That's what we do. Shut them down. Yeah, the Gambian people, that's why they doing it. You see, they ain't doing it in Nigeria. Them Nigerians, oh my God. But they doing it in the Gambia because the Gambia ain't like that. And her little money, she could spend that little money and buy her some little young Gambian men who don't have no access to money. Her and Phoenix. Now her and her man living in a hotel because she got put out of her house. Now that's why she begging y'all so tough every day because she need money. It's expensive to live in a hotel. She need money so she can get them a place to live. That's why she need $25,000. Some for her and some for that school. Okay, you said not Gambia is a mess. Those those repacks are a mess. No one speaks of the Gambian concerns. Right, exactly. And that's what's so sad. Nobody speaks about them, how this is affecting them. This is having a terrible impact on the Gambia. Crime is so bad in the Gambia now because we on YouTube showing, oh, we got money, we got this. TAYTAY, Dusty over there tricking, passing out rice and pencils, thinking everybody got money over there. Now look what's going on. This is what happened though when you have uneven development. When you have rapid development like that, when people come in like Dusty and pay people $1,000 for sex, it upsets the natural things in that, the natural order of things. So people think this Dusty broad got money when all she got is a little bit of money and an 800 credit score that she keep bragging about. Don't nobody care about that. But you trash. But morally you trash. Morally you corrupt. You pay Gambia Nice $1,000 to have sex with you, and he still ain't your man. He still ain't your man. After $1,000, he should have left his wife, his kids, his car, his home, everything. For $1,000, he should have packed up everything. He should still be with you. You couldn't even keep him. You couldn't even keep that man. $1,000 US dollars? Girl, these people are crazy. No, they don't care about the game. They don't care what it's doing to them. They don't care how you messing up that place. African and millennial, especially the accusations as crazy, is a wife beater. A wife beater. But like I said, 17.43 minutes in the video. Go back and read it. Go back and watch it. You think a man gonna beat me like that and I'm not gonna tell the police? You think I'm gonna wait for the police to say, show me pictures that he beat you? Show me evidence that he beat you. I'm gonna go into place. You see my face? You see what he did to me? But she said she showed no evidence to the police. This isn't admissible in court. This is damaging this man's reputation. This is damaging his reputation. If he was here, he could get this brought for harassment. This is now turned to, these are criminal charges. These are crimes. She's now accusing him of more crimes. This is nothing but the definition of a sellout. Cut them off. Boycott them. Do what we do to sellouts. Do what we do to people who misrepresent the Black race. What do we do, y'all? We draw back our economic spending power. And it's easy with them. All you got to do is don't watch their sorry videos. Don't give them no money. That's all you got to do. Let them know. That's how you let them know. Hit them in their pockets. That's what we known for. When African Americans don't like something, y'all know what we do? We're going to tear up your city because we're going to hit you in your pockets. We're going to hit you where it hurts. That's what we're going to do. Then we're going to boycott. Well, before that, we're going to boycott you. Before we get to that part, we're going to boycott you. We're going to cut off our economic spending power. That's what we're going to do. And then the youngsters will tear up your city. If you don't listen to us then, the youngsters are going to tear up your city. Yeah, they're going to shut your whole city down. We're going to try to boycott. We're going to try the civil way. We're going to boycott you. And then if you don't listen, the youngsters will tear up your city. Do what we do. Shut them down. Shut them down. It's all just about diasporans. They are in the Gambia to just deal and to make business with diaspora. That's all. It's not about the game. No, it's not. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's not. And I'm seeing this with my own eye. They don't do business with y'all. They don't do business with the Gambians. Some of them do, but not business. They do it with each other. They do it with each other. But Quasi was doing business with the Gambians. They didn't like that. They don't like when you hook up with the Gambians. Just like when I hooked up with the Gambians, when I went to the Gambia, oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. Yeah, that caused big problems for me. Yeah. But I've been to the continent 7 times. Why would I go to the Gambia and hook up kick it with some Americans the whole time I'm there? I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. But these people do. These people do. That's why it's messed up like that. That's why you see now you're seeing kidnappings, you're seeing robberies, people trying to come in people's house and steal whatever because there's no jobs now. And these people on YouTube flashing their money. We got this, we got that. She paying people $1,000 for sex. So all the Americans must have money. She paying $1,000 for sex. Well, heck, all of them got money. Let's just break in. Within, you know what? We're going to break into anybody's house who look like they got something. Because we're over there creating uneven development, building all these construction. When you see construction going up, that's economic development. That's money. But that money is only going to the construction sector. What about all them other people who ain't making no money? Construction growing. What about education? Is it growing? Are they making money? No. No, it's not. What about retail sales? Is it growing? No, it's not. Look at them. I ain't talking about nobody else because I don't talk about people. I don't talk about people. But look how they dress over there. They don't even try to fix themselves up. And you in Africa, in the motherland where your grandparents come from, and half the time you walk around, look like you ain't even took a bath or combed your hair. Why? Because you in Africa, but you paying $1,000 for sex, but you ain't gonna go get to this lady and get her to make you a whole wardrobe. You're not gonna go to Saracunda and spend some money getting you a whole wardrobe so you can look decent and represent us with some kind of respect. No, they don't care about the Gambian people. And I'm telling you the truth. But some of us do. Some of us do. All of us are not like that. And the ones who are not like that, we don't like it. We don't like it. It's what I keep telling y'all. It's when the slave becomes the master. And this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. It's what it is. The slave has become the master. Yes, visionary love, Gambian repats by far are the worst. See? And really giving the dad. See, that's what I mean. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm supposed to just sit back on my cozy room, my cozy couch, and just say, oh, look at that. She pays $1,000 for sex. She's lying on this man, but I don't know him. What it got to do with me? She's really lying on him. They're incriminating themselves. They're lying on everything. They're dumb and stupid. And I know it because I just sit and watch it. I know it. I'm supposed to just let this go down. No, I can't let that go down. No. And if they couldn't scam or make money out of the diasporans, they would probably be lost. They would. They wouldn't be in there. They would leave. They would leave because you can't live in the Gambia for free. They would leave. Hi, Kiki, by the way. Oh, how you doing, visionary love? They would leave. They would leave because they don't have any way to make any money. Okay? The visionary love, I am confused. So, do they have any idea of where the truth lies? No, they don't. They don't. Not these two. Not these two and the happy companion. He's a big liar. So the happy companion. So who is THC alleged with? Thought he brought his land from Blacksett. No. Blacksett would answer his phone call. He couldn't reach them. So he got in touch with Crazy Boy. Crazy Boy helped him purchase his land, helped him complete the land transaction because Blacksett was not returning his phone calls. That's why you see Crazy Boy picking him up from quarantine. That's why you see him interviewing Crazy Boy with an interview with Crazy Boy, telling us that they're partners, telling us that he's a part of what Crazy is doing, shouting out Art Kathy, telling everybody he ain't got nothing but love for Art Kathy. But when it turned, because he's fake. So when it turned, when things got heated for them, instead of him being loyal like a real Muslim would be, he turned. He turned. And he went back and aligned himself with Blacksett. He went back and aligned himself with people who he thought could get his YouTube channel where he needed it to be, because he needs to make money too. Don't believe because he got that retirement check, he don't need to make money. He needs to make money in Africa too. Yes, they give the repass a very bad look. Yeah, they do, African millennial. Yeah, they do. This is embarrassing. What Muslim would call for U.S. police? What are guys to come to the... Thank you. We're going to talk about that next. We're going to talk about that next. Because I heard something really disturbing about that. So we're going to restart. After we finish this, we're moving on to that. Because exactly, how dare you? Do you think they would do that? Do you think a Gambian would do that in the United States? Think about that. Do you think he would get on YouTube and say he's going to start Gambians, come to the United States ex-military, come to the United States. We're going to start a security police force. Do you think they would do that here? You think he would go to Nigeria and do that? He was just in Nigeria. You think he would do that there? No. But you know why? They perceive the Gambia as weak. I'm telling you. They think it's weak. Does the Gambia have a standing army? No. Do they have a standing army? If these people come over there, can y'all fight them with guns? Can y'all fight them? Can you? You got to call for Senegal to come help. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think they don't know that? But we're going to investigate this next because I've been hearing this rumor for 2 years. 2 years. And we want to see how if this is true. We're going to see how factual, if this rumor is even plausible, even if it's plausible. Okay? So we're going to talk about that next. Let's see. Watching some of their videos gives me already big insight. I mean, do you see any other group who does the no and slandering? No, that's what I'm telling you. That's why they revoked. That's why they sellouts. That's what I'm telling you. People who do that are sellouts. These are not true African Americans. Y'all know the history of African Americans? Yeah, if we were sellouts, we'd still be enslaved in this country. We're not enslaved in this country. Black women are the most educated group. I come from the most educated group in this country. We are not this. These people are making a mockery of us. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all. Did I read all that? No, yeah. Gambia sinners. They slander and throw dirt on each other. Yep. Other and locals and other ethnicities will praise themselves for their good deeds. Hypocrites, true, it's true. These people I'm talking about are like that, but real African Americans who love Africa, they're not like that. They're not like that. They're not like that. Because, like I told you, real true African Americans, they love themselves and they love their people. And they know they come from African people. So to slander and treat Africans wrong is to treat yourself wrong. Gambian sinners, why are they messing with the Gambians? Because they can. Because it's a mentality. It's called when the slave becomes the master. He's going to enslave whoever he can because he was enslaved. I'm still looking for the name of that theory, but I know it's out there. A man must not put his hands on a woman, and especially not a pregnant woman. Exactly. But we don't know what happened, y'all. We don't know. That's why that story should have never went out there. That ain't even none of our business. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. That's so much none of our business. Mutual combat. Men should never ever. Okay. That's easy for you to say. Okay. Let's get some of these African American men on here who've been in a relationship with women, who believe in smacking the taste out of your mouth. You ever been in a relationship with a woman like that, Gambian thieves, who will get up in your face, and tell you what you won't do? Have you ever been in a relationship with a woman like that? Okay. Who will smack the taste out of your mouth. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm just curious. Because I teach my sons, don't you ever hit a woman. If she hits you, you walk away, you leave. If she try to stop you, push her out the way and get out the door. But beating women, no, that's never allowed. But I know what goes on because I'm an African American woman. And I used to be young and stupid. So I'm not going to even play. I ain't going to even perpetrate a fraud. I know what goes on in our relationships. And that's all I'm going to say. So what about he said he did that to his American woman too? I don't know, y'all. I really don't talk about, that should have never been brought up. That has nothing to do with him misappropriation of funds. Don't y'all see that was just to deflect? That was to deflect the attention off of her. That was was all that was, to deflect the attention off of Dusty, off Dumb and Dumber. That was a deflection. So don't fall for the deflection. The point is, you accuse this man of misappropriation of funds. What goes on in his house, what alleges to go on in his house, has nothing to do with us. Nothing. So I don't even know why this is that. This has nothing to do with a corporate coup. This has nothing to do with it. I'm not going to speculate on this man's relationship with his women. I don't know. I don't have no clue. In fact, I don't know. It's shocking to hear you justify crazy that. If you call that justification, then you call it justification. But I'm not Dumb and Dumber. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like my grandmother said, I'm going to tell you the truth because that's what God loved, the truth. Now, why would this woman say, go watch the video? In the video, 17 minutes and 43 seconds into the video, I'm not making this up. She says he traumatized me. He beat me up. He choked me. He punched me in my face many times. He told me, I'm going to kill you if you don't get out of my way. So what you think was going on? She was just standing there being beat up. That's what you think was going on? That's what you want us to believe? Gambian thieves, come on, man. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but go watch the video. Then when Dusty asked her, did you go to the police? Yeah, I went to the police. Did you show them evidence that he beat you up? He did all this to you? No. No, I didn't show him the evidence, but he did all this to me, but I didn't show him no evidence. But I'm supposed to be boo-boo the fool. And I'm supposed to jump up here and say, oh, he did this. I'm not a sellout, sir. I'm not a sellout. I'm sorry. I'm not a sellout. I don't justify wrong either. It is never okay for a man to hit a woman. Okay? It's never okay. But there's a such thing as mutual combat. And that goes on here in the United States of America. If you don't know what it is, go look it up. If you don't know, black women will jump in. I'm not saying this is what happened over there. I don't know what happened over there. And I'm not going to keep talking about it. But to say I'm justifying, I'm not justifying nothing. I'm telling you what God loved, like my grandmother said, and that's the truth. That is the truth. If this man beat me so bad, why don't you show the evidence to the police, ma'am? Why are you on YouTube telling us the evidence, but you didn't tell it? You didn't show the police, and you claim you got pictures. He said, I don't think she's a liar. I don't know the ex-wife. He said she's a liar. Quasi said she accused him of these things on his video. He said she's lying. She's lying. Okay? But I'm telling you to listen to what she said. I don't want y'all to believe nothing I'm saying because that would make y'all a slave. I want you to go check it. Go look at this video. Dusty with TAYTAY Babe. Go to 1743 in the video. See what the woman says. You answer that question for yourself. If somebody did all this to you and she said, I want him to go to jail, you're not going to press charges. You're not going to show the police the evidence, but you're going to go with Dusty. You're going to go on Dusty's show. And y'all want me to do a public lynching to this black man? That's what y'all want me to do? Because Dusty then got with his ex-wife. His ex-wife. Your facts come from the ex-wife. The ex-wife? Really? The ex? There's always a reason why there's an ex, sweetie. And it's usually not a good one. So the ex is already a biased source. Okay? The fact that it's the ex. Hope he has proof. Quasi didn't say at Afro-Diamonds. He didn't beat her. He said there was no evidence. Yeah. There's no evidence. But she said she had the evidence, remember? I just watch the video, y'all. Watch the video, y'all. She said she had the evidence. Why didn't she turn it over to the police? Why didn't she turn it over to the police? I'm happy you highlight this offensive behavior because it's not reflective of most of us. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's appalling to most of us. It's appalling to most of us because we know how Black men are treated in our country. And these are the things they say about them. When you want to discredit a Black man, what you going to do? You're going to call him a thief, and you're going to call him a woman beater, and you're going to call him a woman. He got all these women. He got all these women. But all these women knew. Quit acting like women are dumb like you and Dusty. You and Phoenix Rain. We're not dumb. These women knew what they were getting into when they was. He tells you I'm in the Nation of Islam. Every woman, what? No, I'm not going to say that. The nation. If a man tells me I'm in the Nation of Islam, I know what I'm getting myself into. That's why I don't date Nation of Islam men. I've never dated a Nation of Islam man. Never will. If I was in the dating business, because I know Nation of Islam means you're gonna have more than one wife. Yeah, you're gonna be an entrepreneur. You're gonna have multiple businesses. Yeah, this is what it means. You're gonna have lots of kids because the Nation of Islam allows that. Kwesi is the Nation of Islam. Women, if y'all don't know what Nation of Islam is, look it up. Look at the customs in Nation of Islam. He's a typical nation man. Typical nation. So because you just want to date him because you think he look good, you think he dressed good, guess what? The nation man do dress good. The nation man do look nice. But they Nation of Islam men. And they got things that come with them, characteristics that come with them. And if you can't deal with them, don't deal with them. Don't dirty up their name because you can't deal with them, Dusty. Gambian people are beautiful. No, they don't. Don't know African people deserve it. But we don't deserve this. So we don't deserve this. Good idea. Yeah, it's all good idea. Yeah. Yeah, we need to shut them down. That's what I'm telling you. We need to just shut them down. Shut them down. Don't buy nothing. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. If they got a good video on there and we just want to be nosy, click on there and see what it's about, yeah, I'll do that. But don't donate no money to them. Unsubscribe to their channels because they need all that. They need all of that. They need all of that. They need all that. Gambia has much more challenges. Yeah, it does. It has a lot. And we don't need to be coming over there adding fuel to the fire. Yeah, honey, yes, we whine about, and I know because I do too. When I'm over there, it's too long. I'm starting to whine about my luxury stuff. And you know what my family tells me? Oh, it's time for you to go down there with the two bobs. Hmm? Time for you to go down there with your two bob friends. Yeah. So I got to go down there to get some luxury. Once I get my luxury, I'm fine. I can stay a little longer. Yeah. Yeah. They're nothing but imitation European. They're actually worse than the Europeans, though. They're worse. Yes, the diasporas are scamming diasporas. The diasporas, that's that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They scam each other. Blacks that are broke colonizers. Yeah, they are. What business is Kwesi doing with Gambians and in general? Okay, they worked for him. They were the workers for Invest Relocate Africa. Okay, he had drivers, he had people to show people the properties, he had different secretaries, different people worked there. Okay, so those were the Gambians he employed. But those Gambians lost their jobs when the corporate coup stage. I see, I don't see any business that are few flip chart. Oh, you got to go back. Okay, you got to go back to when Aunt Kathy was there. That's what they were doing, buying those businesses, reinvesting those, and buying businesses and investing money. And remember, I told you, excuse me, he helped the happy companion get his land because Blacksy wouldn't answer his phone calls anymore. You know, I hate embarrassing behavior too because this is just what we do historically. but beating their pregnant woman and threw them out of the house, not caring for his children puts. Now think about this, put repatriating in a bad light. It does. Now think about this. This is a Muslim country. Do you think the Muslims will let this really happen? Do you think this would happen in Africa for real? That they're going to let you beat your wife and throw her out on the street? Your pregnant wife on top of that. I don't know the situation, but that just, I mean, I don't know what happened there. But that sounds terrible. But I just can't imagine a family, an African family, even letting that go down, number one. And number two, I can't even imagine neighbors just watching this go down, throw you out on the street. They see you out on the street with your kids walking. They hear the noise. When people fight, there's noise. So, missionary love, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It doesn't, to me, I don't know what happened. Now it was TAYTAY who brought this ex-wife. Yeah, but it was already told from, yes, it was. It was told on the Happy Companions page channel when I told y'all he was talking about virgins. But he doesn't never tell, he never names the name. He just spreads rumors and gossips. So I didn't know who he was talking about. Now I'm putting it together because she was on there telling this story on there. Okay, so she wants us to know. It's these people, and guess who else she knows? She knows Blackstick. She knows them. Yes. Quasi thinks Juliet is putting her up to this also to help to destroy his reputation. Yeah, she knows Blackstick too. So I don't know why she's doing what she do. Yes, a fake Muslim. Yeah. Yeah, she is a real fake Muslim. Things like helping him buying land is a business. Yeah. Yeah, in Africa, yeah. Because they'll call those agents, okay? In Africa, they'll call those agents. And you can help, because you gotta have somebody check out the land, you gotta have somebody to steer you to the land. Yeah, that's a business over there. That's a big business. That's what this is all about. That's what Blackstick was doing. Okay, so that's the first thing, you guys. And then these repeated attempts. This is one why we revoking a black card, because they sell out. These repeated attempts to conduct this YouTube lynching of Quasi Boy. And that's all this is. This is nothing more than a YouTube lynching. Okay, so let me tell y'all how I put this together. Ida B. Wells, okay? She was a black woman, 1800s. She had a lot of black men who were her friends. They owned stores. They were businessmen. She noticed a lot of her friends who owned stores were being lynched. Okay? They were being lynched because they dared to lower their prices to compete with the white man. Okay? They were outselling the white man. Okay? So she had one friend, he had a store, I think he sold hats. He lowered his hats, the price of his hats, lower than the white man's hats. So they was coming to buy his hats. Guess what they did to her friend? They lynched him. They lynched her friend and killed her friend because he dared to lower his hats to a price to compete with the white man. You don't believe me? It's called the Red Record. And after that, you know what she said? She said, I'm going to travel around this country and I'm going to record all the lynchings of these black men. I'm going to record all of them. Because you lynching them because they dared to be successful. They dared to follow their dreams. That's what they're doing. This is a public lynching because this man dared. How dare you, Quasi Boy? How dare you break off from Blackstick? How dare you break off from me? You're supposed to be my lackey. And how dare you get with Aunt Kathy? How dare you get with her? How dare you to think you're going to compete with me? You see how she truly feel about African Americans. So y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. This is what happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what happened. This is the public lynching. This is the public lynching on YouTube that they continually do. over and over and over to Quasi Boy. This is these two, Phoenix, Dusty, Dirty Rain, definition of a sellout. Dusty traveled with TAYTAY, who paid Gambi a nice $1,000 to have sex with her. And even after she paid him $1,000, she couldn't even keep him. Now you want to use social media to lynch a Black man and to conspire with people who can't stand us. Yeah, they accused Quasi of stealing money, misappropriation of funds. They accused him of breaking in Dusty's house. However, the people knew that he didn't do that. He didn't do that. I read y'all the data. I don't have time to go back and watch and catch people up. I'm sorry, because we've been on here for I don't know how long, 2 hours. I can't keep y'all time like that. Yeah. And next week, I want to get Quasi to come on here because we're going to end with him next week. Yeah. So we're going to get him on here to talk about everything y'all want to talk about. Y'all asked him stuff. Okay. So let's finish. She accused him of breaking into her house. When sources came to me and told me that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. She was in bed with her boyfriend, who was her security guard, and she let us believe another Black man she publicly lynched. She let us believe it was the neighbor's security guard. She let us believe that until this person let me know, no, that was the neighbor's security guard. Her security guard is her 25-year-old dreadhead boyfriend that she was in the bed with. You staged this public lynching for this. And I really think now that this was all staged. I don't even think there was no robbery, because why wouldn't the dogs bark? Even if the dogs knew the people, they would bark. You ain't supposed to be in the house. I really think they staged all that just to get money, because she needed money. Because that whatever money she got in the bank is going to run out. She been in the Gambia almost a year or maybe a year. That money is going to run out. It's going to run out. I'm just telling you, it's going to run out. You got to replace it. But a slave will think a lump sum of money, that's going to last forever, when it don't last forever. So let's get some money some kind of way. Then the people write and tell me the boyfriend was arrested. The boyfriend was arrested. We don't know if it was for the robbery. We don't know why, but he was arrested. Why didn't she tell us that? Why didn't she tell us that? Why did I have to find out? Why do we got to find that out from somebody else? But you so busy on here publicly lynching Quasi Boy, you and your sellout dirty friend, your dirty friend, who they said was on cocaine, crack cocaine. Yeah, this is what they saying about her, y'all. They said she was the one asking about drugs in the cab. She was the one asking the cab driver, where can she get some drugs from? She was the one doing that. Not him. Let's finish. So we're not going to go to that data. Okay. And then today, September 25th, she released a video accusing this man of all kind of things, accusing him of using women for money. What women are using for money? Them two who invested their money and didn't understand investing. Because, I need to correct you. I did find out how much they invested. Quasi told me they invested. Shantae, Dusty invested. She did invest $16,000. Phoenix invested $500. Okay. But again, it's investment. We're buying real estate. We're flipping real estate. That money is not going to sit there. As soon as that money came in, it was out. It was out. Because we got to get this property turned over. So, yeah. She's doing all this because she lost her investment. People lose investments all the time. That's why you know she broke and she ain't used to nothing. Because people who are used to investing, they know, well, that's investing. I just invested some money and I lost it. You think I'm going to go and sue them and go to court and say, oh, I want my money back. I want my money back. I lost my money. I was supposed to make money. No, it was an investment. And it was in the US stock market. And I lost my money. So I'm going to sue? No, it don't work like that. But because it's a Black man, it does work like that. Because these are sellouts. So she accuses him of using women because they don't understand investing and they lose their money. She says he doesn't take care of his kids. What does that have to do with you making these, accusing him of criminal acts? What does that have to do with you paying the Gambian nice dude $1,000 to have sex with him? What does that have to do with you accusing this man of breaking into his house, of breaking into your house? What does that have to do with you and Dusty, Dirty Phoenix Rain coming there, staging his corporate coup with the snake in the grass, Molly Morris, and them people from Black City? What does that have to do with anything? That's called a deflection, people. That's called a deflection. I'm going to deflect. Stay focused. Stay focused. Can she dispute these allegations? Does she dispute me? Does she take me apart? No. Will she dare to take this video apart? Will she dare to say, I did not give Gambian Nice $1,000 for sex? When I got proof she did. She pays people for sex. Then she lies on Crazy Boy. Then she helps stage a corporate coup. Because the ex-crackhead, I got proof of that, said she did. Said this man was misappropriating funds because these people she was working with knew she was a slave, knew she would follow whatever they said, and she did it. She did it. He beats women. And what she used for evidence, like I said, his ex-wife. You think you could use my ex for evidence against me and find out anything credible? They're an ex for a reason. Go to 17 minutes and 43 seconds into this video. Like I said, if a man's going to traumatize you, beat you, choke you, punch you in your face numerous times, tell you I'm going to kill you, and then you say, he said, if you don't get out of my way. What? What? And then you say, when you get to the police department, you don't give them any evidence, but you got the evidence? Come on. And I'm supposed to jump on board Dusty's wagon. I'm supposed to jump on board Dusty's wagon because she a sellout to the Black man. She a sellout to the Black woman. I'm supposed to jump on her. I'm supposed to, because she go get his ex. Who mad? Who mad? Clearly mad because she keep talking about he got all these wives. He got all these wives. Well, guess what? In the Nation of Islam, you can do that. You can do that. Listen to what she was saying. He just taking advantage of Gambian culture. Guess what? Nation of Islam is not Gambian culture. Nation of Islam was formed in the United States of America. How's he taking advantage of it? They got the same rules. You can have 4 wives. That girl was raised in that. She know that. But who said that? Our Kathy said that. Our Kathy said, yeah, they humble and cool till you tell them you want a second wife. Now let us continue. Let us continue. Because I'm not going to talk about this woman. I'm not going to talk about this woman. I'm not going to talk about her. TAYTAY did it. Dusty did enough. Dusty did enough playing this woman and letting this woman play herself. Number, the other thing that it's a sellout. Real Black women don't pay for sex. Real Black women do not pay for sex. Okay? They just don't do that. They just don't do that. This woman is not no sister to nobody. Okay? She's not. She's not no Black sister to nobody. She making us all look bad. She making us all look bad because she pays these boys for sex, and then the man who trying to do something, she's sleeping with his health. She's sleeping with this man's workers. Now imagine that. He bringing her in, bringing them both. They both sleeping with him. I'm not gonna leave out the other one, the other dumb chick. She doing it too. They both sleeping with his workers, but Phoenix, but Dusty, she paying them. She paying them, honey. She paying them. She is paying them. So I said, I asked because she said she threatened me. She told, I'm gonna read y'all this. She told me she was gonna, threaten physical violence to me. So I asked Quasi, were you physically assaulted by Dusty? Because she told me to ask Quasi what she did to him. So I did. He says, no, they have made many threats against me on social media. Shantae threatened to have me killed at the police station in front of my wife. However, these chicks are no more than flies than threats. Okay. Now, if you threaten somebody at the police station here in the United States, you think Dusty would have did that at the police station in the United States. That's how you know she's showing out. Ain't no way she'd have went to the police in the United States and threatened this man. You know what they would have did? Clink, clink. Right there. Clink, clink. Yeah. Slammed her up against the wall. Everything. That's a crime. You can't do that. But she in the Gambia, so she can't. So she thinks. Was Shantae romantically involved with Gambia Nice? Because this is something that I heard. Where did I get? She paid him $1,000 for sex. You didn't see the video. She paid him $1,000 to have sex with her. Gambia Nice was working with me from day one when they came. The first night they stayed the night together. Did y'all hear that? The first night she was there, she stayed all night. She paid Gambia Nice $1,000 to have sex with her. I thought that was very unprofessional of her. They came back the next morning in the car that I rented for her. When she said I didn't pick her up from the airport, and that's a lie because there's a video of him picking her up from the airport. I saw that one. That's on Dusty Phoenix Rain's page. She's in the video on Phoenix page. I just told y'all that. Of me picking her up with the rental car. And the immigration agent with her is Cole. He went all the way to Senegal to pick her up and bring her to the Gambia. Okay? Okay? There you go. Yeah. Crazy just told us. Mm-hmm. This woman paid, and Gambia Nice said it on another video. It came right. I couldn't believe I was hearing what I heard. I couldn't. So I said, let me ask. Let me ask to make sure. So there you have it. Okay? Sellout. This is a sellout. This is not a representation of Black women. And then she wants to get on this video today and get on Black's video and talk about it's a woman, it's a sisterhood. Well, let me tell you the things that she said to me. Aren't I a Black woman? As Maya Angelou would say, ain't I a Black woman? Ain't I a woman? I'm a woman. Why you don't show me no love? Listen, come see me since you're in the Gambia. So this is how I know she's been asking or she's been looking, because I was in the Gambia, but I'm not in the Gambia now. I go back and forth, Dusty. Let me show my work up close and personal. Why are you hiding? And she calls me something. Stop being a YouTube gangster and come talk to me face to face. A YouTube gangster. Look at that. No, this is called information. This is called qualitative research. It's not about being a gangster. It's about being able to prove your point. And that's I am. I'm able to prove my point. I bet you won't say any of this to my face. Ask my so-called boyfriend, since you are so worried about him, how I get down. You're a lowlife. This is the woman that was on there today. I'm so concerned about Quasi's kids. I'm going to feed them. I'm so concerned about this woman. We as women should be concerned about each other. Yeah. Long as she perceives you as weaker than her, but if she perceives you as stronger than her, you're a threat. You're a threat. And she's going to try to bully you into submission. But honey, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. Don't you know my heart don't beat fear? My heart don't beat fear. What is fear? That's excitement. So here she comes. This lady who promotes the sisterhood among the brethren. I would not accuse you. No, she says, I did not accuse you. You're ignorant. No, I'm sorry, y'all. She's speaking broken English. I'm trying to make sense of it. I did not accuse. You're ignorant. Your ignorant behind don't understand that. Now listen to this, that the cops wanted to investigate the man that threatened me. You ignorant dummy. You don't even know what was stolen, a hard drive. Okay, she went back in and tried to delete these comments because she knew I was going to screenshot them and read them to y'all. So I don't know what she said at the end. Okay, so this is what the sisterhood lady thinks about somebody. This is before she was deleting my comments. Her and her friends was trying to jump me, but they didn't know they was dealing with a content creator with two masters who was skilled at qualitative research, who had been to Africa 8 times. They didn't know that. They played the fool's move. Okay, then we see, she says in another comment, the promoter of womanhood and sisterhood among Black women, but as long as you're perceived as weaker than her, if you're a threat to her, this is how she feels. If you're stronger, she perceives you as a threat. You really ugly. Now that's supposed to hurt my feelings, y'all. Think about that. I'm a grown woman, highly educated, been to Africa 8 times, been to the continent to Africa 8 times, worked for the government in Africa, worked for the government in the United States, taught at the university in the United States, did all of that, did all of that, did all of that, did all of that. But I'm supposed to care? Does she call me ugly? I'm supposed to care? What level is this woman on? What state are you in? Because when I'm coming back and I'm gonna pay you a visit, this is the woman. This is the woman who's promoting sisterhood. And y'all want us to believe she cares so much about Quasi's wife. Please stop. Please stop. This was all just another one of her scams. This is all just another one of her flim flam scams. Then she tells me, girl, my credit score is 800, but your moral character is zero, negative zero, negative zero. Yeah. Okay. So that's why she's a sellout. That's why both of them are sellouts. This was all a ploy she did today. Phoenix Rain stole seeds from African picnic. She lied on Dusty. She lied to Dusty to get her to join this corporate coup. She lied about the numerous projects that she's got going on that y'all got to donate to. We never see these projects though. We never see them come to fruition. We never see that. Just like Phoenix Range, Phoenix's house. Remember that? That was the house she had paid for. She told us she paid for. So why is she saying now she rented it? Why is she now being put out of it? They attack people and they delete people. Anybody who don't agree with them. If they was truly down for the cause, if they was truly sisters, they wouldn't have conspired to overthrow Crazy Boy. They wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have did that. Yeah, they wouldn't have did that. I'm just making sure we went over the most important stuff tonight. Yeah, they wouldn't have did that. They're sellouts. They're sellouts, like I said. They are the definition of a sellout. If what I just told you guys tonight don't convince y'all that they betrayed the black race, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. What does this give jobs to Gambians? Yeah, he does give jobs to Gambians. Yeah, yeah. I'm reckoning that they've already forgotten about this. No, we do. We no, we don't. I don't know what that's saying. Never terroristic threats is. Yeah, it is. That's exactly those are terroristic threats. Girl, do you know I know? That's why I said I wish that girl would ever step to me, girl. I won't stop till I see her up under the jail. I don't play like that. You don't terroristic threaten me because you're not intellectually smart enough to have intellectual conversations with me. So you want to threaten me? Girl, you better go on somewhere with that. You don't threaten the wrong person. Yeah, they're lower level beings. Exactly. So look, that's all I got, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's all we got this week. Y'all know I'll probably be popping on in the middle of the week. But this is why these women are sellouts, and we got to cut them off. We got to shut them down. We got to shut them down. Do what we do to race traders. We shut them down. You talk about us, we don't spend our money with you. We don't do nothing with you. Nothing. We shut you down. We boycott you and we shut you down. And that's what we need to do. Because this is sad. What they're doing is sad. Not only is it at this point it's criminal. At this, they wouldn't do this because if they were here, because they know they would get charged with a crime. But they're doing it because they're in the Gambia and they think, they can get away with it. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me for 2 hours and 34 minutes. I will see you guys during the week, and I will see you next Saturday where we're going to have Quasi here where he can answer all of our questions. We're going to end this series on Quasi Voice, and we're going to go over the reputations, which y'all already know. They some bullies with some bad reputations. CHC, he a fake Muslim with a bad. He's a bully too. He's a sneak dissing bully. All of them are sneak dissers. Y'all see, that's how you know they cowards because they don't never put a name on it. But all right, y'all, we're gonna talk about this next week. Quasi will be here to answer any of our questions. Thank you so much, Places and Spaces. This was a lot of work, y'all. Whew, this was a lot. All right, I will see y'all next week. Have a good one.